Okay, so my boys are crazy about Dixie Hazzard now, which naturally led us to look for the old Dixie horn. If you do a YouTube search for the Dixie horn, you can find thousands, but I never found one for a Polaris or a UTV. So I just wanted to show you how I pulled this off. Alright, this is a 2011 Ranger Crew 800, and you can see it's got a compartment here for a secondary battery anyway. So what I did, I found an L clip and drilled it out, and you'll notice on the frame there's auxiliary holes back in here. So I got me an L bracket and mounted the compressor, and then all but the biggest horn I mounted on this piece of sheet metal. I just got me a cardboard template and found where the hole was in the frame, lined it up and cut it until it was right, and then cut me a piece of sheet metal, and I installed the 4 horns on the sheet metal. One horn is completely hidden, the other one's halfway, these 2 are exposed, and this one is actually mounted to the frame. So I've got all 5 horns in the downward position for condensation and such as that. I wired it to the key on here. The second one here is key. No, excuse me. The second one is ground. As you can see, it goes here. This is the key on. The top one is the key on power. And most horns, of course, work all the time, but on this rig, I didn't want my boys honking it all the time. So you can see where it's mounted. There's plenty of room, unless you have an auxiliary battery. That would become a challenge. But let's see here. I mounted the button right here, side of the column. Fished it through the firewall, what there is of a firewall. You can find a hole. And just drill this out for the mount. Key on and horn. Now, you have to press and hold it for it to go through the tune, and then you let it go. When it's running, you won't hear the compressor so much, but just with the key on, and you'll just hear the compressor a lot. But you can see where I put it, in case any other Dixie Hazzard nut wants to put it on a Ranger. But I just fished the wire. If you can fit your hand right here above the power terminal, above the fuse box. You can get your hand right in there, and you can fish it through your drilled hole. But that's how I put the Dixie horn on the Polaris Ranger. Hope that helps somebody.